Governors from various political parties in Nigeria who decamped to the All Progressives Congress believing President Bola Tinubu will help them retain their positions may be shocked in the end. Every governor in Nigeria, including the President of Nigeria, has only one vote, just like every other Nigerian. However, many Nigerians have alleged over the years that political office holders often use the influence of their positions to manipulate electoral outcomes in their favor. The recent wave of governors defecting from various political parties to the All Progressives Congress has generated widespread political debate ahead of the 2027 general election. Some observers believe that many of those who defected expect the ruling party and President Bola Tinubu to improve their chances of retaining power. Somehow, many Nigerians believe that the political landscape is changing and that voters are becoming more vigilant during elections. They argue that greater public awareness and increased scrutiny of the electoral process could make it more difficult for anyone to influence election outcomes through unlawful means. Governors seeking re-election or political leaders hoping to retain power should not assume that joining the ruling party automatically guarantees electoral victory. Ultimately, Nigerians will decide who occupies public office through their votes. Many critics of the current administration also argue that the performance of the government, particularly on issues relating to the economy and insecurity, will play a significant role in determining how Nigerians vote in 2027. Those who hold this view believe the electorate will assess political parties based on their records in office rather than political defections. As political activities gather momentum ahead of the next general election, Nigerians are expected to closely monitor the actions of elected officials while demanding greater accountability, transparency and credible elections across the country. Ex-Governor Okowa is asking the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission of Nigeria to release his international passport so he can attend to his medical needs abroad. Dr. Okowa, a medical doctor by profession and former governor of Delta State, has reportedly asked the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to release his international passport to enable him travel abroad for medical attention. The development has generated reactions among many Nigerians who believe that public officials who spent years in government should have confidence in the healthcare system available within the country. Dr. Okowa served as governor of Delta State for 8 years and was responsible for overseeing the administration of the state during that period. Many Nigerians continue to question why political leaders and former public office holders often seek medical treatment abroad while ordinary citizens are left to depend on hospitals within Nigeria. Critics argue that one of the responsibilities of government is to build and strengthen healthcare institutions capable of providing quality medical services to the people. Dr. Okowa was previously investigated by the EFCC over allegations relating to the management of public funds during his time in office. However, the legal process concerning those allegations remains a matter for the appropriate authorities and the courts. The request for the release of his passport has reignited public debate about leadership, governance and the state of Nigeria's healthcare sector. Many Nigerians believe that public officials who had the opportunity to improve healthcare infrastructure should demonstrate confidence in the system they helped oversee. As discussions continue, some citizens are urging the relevant authorities to carefully consider the request in accordance with the law, while others maintain that former political office holders should make use of the medical facilities available within Nigeria rather than seeking treatment abroad. The government of Nigeria, both past and present, has failed to secure the release of Leah Sharibu, who remains in the hands of Boko Haram. Leah Sharibu, who was abducted along with other schoolgirls in 2018, remains in captivity years after her abduction. Although some of the girls were later released, reports indicate that Leah, a Christian, refused to renounce her faith despite pressure from her captors. Her decision has led many people to describe her as a courageous and remarkable individual. According to reports, Leah Sharibu is now about 26 years old and is still being held by her abductors. This situation is deeply troubling. She has endured years of hardship in captivity, something that many believe should not have happened if Nigeria had a system capable of adequately protecting the lives of its citizens. Leah Sharibu did not bargain for this ordeal. She was a young girl seeking a better future through education when Boko Haram terrorists abducted her. Since then, reports concerning her condition and situation have been discouraging. Many believe that her fundamental human rights and future opportunities were taken away by a group that has shown little regard for human life. The continued captivity of Leah Sharibu remains one of the painful reminders of Nigeria's security challenges. It also raises questions about the ability of successive governments to protect citizens and secure the release of those held by terrorist groups. Again, the next leader of Nigeria should be someone who is prepared to address insecurity and economic challenges decisively. We therefore appeal to Nigerian voters to choose wisely when the time comes. The International Monetary Fund should stop advising the government of Nigeria on taxation and stop giving it loans. We have talked countless times concerning the issue of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, giving loans to the government of Nigeria whenever it requests them. It has also been alleged that the IMF is advising the government of Nigeria to impose more taxes on fuel and telecommunications services, which is surprising to hear. Nigerians are already passing through economic hardship as a result of leadership failure, which is a fact. All the loans collected from the IMF by the government of Nigeria have not been properly utilized, and each time the government asks for a new loan, the IMF does not hesitate to provide it. This is not right. Based on this, we are appealing to the International Monetary Fund to please stop giving loans to the government of Nigeria because they are not being used to better the lives of the Nigerian people. The corruption under the leadership of the current government of Nigeria is huge, as alleged, and these loans, which are being collected without proper use, are putting Nigeria and its citizens in deeper poverty. Again, in less than 1 year, another government will come into office and may need to borrow money from the IMF. Therefore, giving additional loans to the outgoing government of Nigeria, as it is allegedly requesting, will be seen as a waste. Hence, we are calling on the International Monetary Fund to end such services to Nigeria.